Hello everyone, Derek here from Get Lost Trails. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Valley of the Fire State Park here just north of Las Vegas, Nevada. Headed out on a little exploration today. Gonna run down here, check out the park. Never been here before. Already a pretty neat place. After that, the road will take us on down towards Lake Mead. I'm gonna run down and check out the Hoover Dam. Probably going to be mostly a day of pavement driving, but should still be a pretty one here. Nice day towards the end of March in 2024. A little chilly to start the morning, but it should warm right up, I think. Hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for joining me. The entrance fee for Valley of the Fire State Park is $10 for Nevada vehicles or $15 for out-of-state vehicles. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Live in Nevada?
I don't.
Okay, it's $15. You want to take this receipt to that map I just gave you so you don't lose it?
Yeah, I can.
I'll probably ask for it on the way out.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Alright, we've made it into the park. Already some pretty red rock formations over there. Several hiking trails within the park. Quite a few little short walks we could do, and also some longer stuff as well. Just when I thought there wasn't any off-roading in the park. Of course, there isn't really off-roading technically off pavement here. The Scenic Loop road. Rough gravel, the sign says. Sign me up. Well, I guess we are going to get off the pavement a little sooner than I thought today. This Scenic Loop road here within the park is a rough gravel road, as they described it themselves. It's not too bad, but it definitely isn't paved. Some pretty cool formations here, I would say. Campground there within the rocks. That's pretty cool. The gravel section didn't last too long, but it was pretty rough in places. I don't know if I'd want to take a low clearance car through it, but that'd be a pretty cool place to camp though. Back on the pavement, this will take us over back to the main park road. Do not climb on rock. Oh, the arch, I'm sure is why they don't want you to climb on it, but that's pretty cool. Wow, there's a set of stairs up that one. That makes it look too easy, but I better go there and check that out real quick. This is Atlatl Rock. It's named after a tool that ancient people used to throw spears. High up on the rock are petroglyphs that are said to have been created over 4,000 years ago. About to turn up here in what I guess I would call the park road up towards the visitor center. This goes up in there and turns around and comes back out. Already looks very pretty from here. Gonna make a quick stop here by the visitor center. Not planning on going too in-depth with the visit to the park today. Probably just make some quick on-off stops, maybe do some very short hikes. Of course, drive through and enjoy the views. Established in 1935, Valley of the Fire State Park is known as Nevada's first state park. It was recognized as a National Natural Landmark in 1968 by the National Park Service as well. The museum has some nice displays exhibiting some of the things you might see around the park, as well as some of the cultural history if you're into that. Take a minute and walk through here. Alright, headed out of the visitor center now on White Dome Road, what I would call the Park Road. It goes up here 6 miles and dead ends where you have to turn around and come back out. Should be a pretty drive in and of itself. Several short hikes along the way we could do to see some of the special rock formations, as well as one very short little side road we'll check out. Pretty quickly, we're at our first little stop here. This is the Mouse Tank hike. Very short, I call it a hike. It's 0.75 miles in and out back. Several of these short stops along the way. I'll show you the highlights of them. Not too far of a walk back through here. Some petroglyphs and neat scenery along the way. The trail just abruptly ends here where the water runs down through here. You can see some pooled there and pretty much inaccessible beyond that, but it's pretty neat. It's called Rainbow Vista Drive on my map, but I think the sign said Fire Canyon Road maybe. But anyway, just a short little spur, doesn't go very far here. There's a hike that takes off from here as well. Certainly is a very pretty drive back on through here, headed back towards White Domes. Out on the White Domes hike here. I think it says 1.25 mile loop, round trip, something. I'm sure the video doesn't do justice to the scale of this area I'm walking through right here at the moment. But it should be a fun little hike. Shed some clothes for it, but not too bad out today. So a lot of these hikes here are pretty short, but don't underestimate them because they're mostly in sand. And if you've never hiked in sand, it's not the easiest thing to do. Over the years, the Valley Fire has been the backdrop for many movies. We can see some remnants of a set there behind us. They include Electric Horseman and Star Wars Generations, films that I've never seen, but no surprise, I'm not a movie buff. Firewave is definitely another popular hike, as you can tell by the parking situation here. The good news is I can surely find a place to stash this bike. .5 miles if you just do it as in and out, 1.8 miles if you do it as a loop. I'll probably just do the in and out, cut a little bit of time. It won't change much, but I do need to get moving on with my day. I've spent quite a lot of time here, more time than I really expected, but hey, that's all right. It's a pretty cool place to visit. Well, that's the end of the Firewave Trail. We could continue on around a loop if we wanted to. In the interest of time, I may head on back. Valley of Fire has been fun. I've spent well over half a day here. You could drive through this and see it in an hour if you made minimal stops and didn't really get off or get out. But if you really want to enjoy it, plan for at least a half a day. If you want to do everything, it'd probably take you the whole day. We're going to head on out of here now and go down towards Lake Mead, eventually working our way on down to Hoover Dam. Certainly a couple more things on the way towards Lake Mead I almost forgot about. The Seven Sisters, some pretty neat set of rocks here, along with Elephant Rock, I believe it is. Some historic CCC cabins remain back here. They were constructed shortly after the park was established in 1935. They actually were used to house travelers for many years. Nowadays they're just being preserved as historical artifacts. Leaving the Valley Fire State Park behind us there. It's like 5 miles, 8 kilometers over here to Lake Mead. Of course, that's just the general area. It's probably about an hour or so down to Hoover Dam. We're going to head towards Lake Mead and then continue down. I'm going to take you on the Lava Butte OHV Trail. I don't really think it amounts to a lot, but it's kind of on the way, although it takes me a little out of the way, but that's all right. It might be an opportunity for me to swing through town. Yeah, if we were to go straight to Hoover Dam, that would be 63 miles. We're not even going straight there, but 4 miles to a beach. Way off in the distance, you can see Lake Mead laying down in below us there. I'm not going to drive down there right now. We'll be going closer to that at some point anyway. Working my way down south here through the Lake Mead National Recreation Area. Some of it is kind of pretty, but honestly this isn't near as pretty as the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area on Lake Powell, I don't think. I will say, if you're just kind of looking for a way to skirt around the interstate, avoid the Las Vegas area, this is a pretty good option. I mean, if you're just looking for a curvy road, this is a pretty good option. This road really just kind of snakes down through here. Now, it does have a speed limit of 50, but you know, I haven't seen too many people out here. On the Lava Butte OHV Trail here, this runs about 9 miles, 14.5 kilometers on towards town from the northeast to the southwest, the direction that I'm going today. Kind of takes you towards Henderson, but when you get to the other end of it, you can't exactly just get to Henderson and leave. If you could kind of make a little U-shape and then go back towards Hoover Dam. I'm actually going to end up going over toward the suburb of Whitney and then back north towards the suburb of Sunrise Manor and really making a loop and coming right back to where I started this and heading out towards Lake Mead again. It's okay, it's a fun little drive. I'm not totally sure it's worth the time and going out of my way for it, but I thought I'd give it a chance. I was gonna stay to the left here because the way I had this camera mounted out there, staying to the right would have probably ripped it off. But that wasn't gonna work to the left. It's super rough, and the right's not much better, but definitely need to stay to the right here. So I had to back her up a little bit. We're gonna go over this way and give it a try. Oh yeah. Let's just hope it doesn't get much worse than some of this I've already been through.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're soaring on top of the world.
So I think we're getting towards the end of this. The roads got remarkably better. You can see city laying there in front of us. Be coming down into that before too long, and I need to be finding a place to camp tonight. The sun's gonna be going away pretty quick. Off to our right, way off in the distance, you can make out Las Vegas, or the Strip as it's commonly referred to. Little drive through town here. I'm actually going back north and looping around back towards Lake Mead. It's closer to a camping area than if I were to jog south and go around through Henderson and stuff, but you could go either way depending on what you're doing. Opportunity to get gas here if you need it, and might be able to find a place to eat. Finally out of town there. Not too far over here. That sunlight is fading fast. So I'll be glad to find some place to set up my camp for the night. Coming into the Lake Mead National Recreation Area again. Of course, this is a fee area. If you have an America the Beautiful Interagency Pass, that'll get you in for free anyway. I don't know how well it comes across in camera, but we got some amazing pink light over there on the mountain range. Right, we're gonna head down here and see about some camping for the night. This is Government Wash. There's a number of these roads. This one is paved. Maybe I should have went with one that wasn't paved. I don't know, but there's camping down here. There may be like just a bunch of people though on this one. I guess we're gonna see though. Looks like I can get away from the parking area here a little ways, maybe. Go out here and find some place to camp. Well, as much as I'd like to be parked and setting up my tent before the sunlight goes completely away, I am just not a real big fan of this particular camping area. It has attracted lots of people, and I could certainly find a place to set up my tent, but yeah, I don't really like it. I'm gonna go back just a little ways to the next road, which is a gravel four-wheel drive route, which goes towards the lake. Try to see if I can't find something on there to camp on. Alright, I'm not overly thrilled with where I'm camping here, but it's okay. It's gonna get dark. It's already getting dark, and I'm hungry. And I can make this work for my little tent. The lake is kind of over that way. You can't really see it from right here, but just need a place to sleep for the night and call it a day. Got supper devoured, made it into my cozy abode here. It's 8:15. It's been a long day, but a good day, I will say. Definitely enjoyed Valley of the Fire State Park. Lived up to my expectations. Maybe could have even spent a little more time there if I wanted to do everything, although I think I enjoyed the better part of it. The Lava Butte Trail, which runs kind of into town, take it or leave it. It's not a terrible trail, it's not very long. It was maybe another one of those good experience kind of situations, good practice, but wasn't particularly scenic. It was okay there kind of finally at the end as you come into town. Not a bad view there with the mountains beside you and stuff, but nothing particularly special. Could have stood to get here and set up my tent a little sooner for that matter, but we've made it. Tomorrow we're gonna go check out the Hoover Dam, which is only about 20 miles, 32 kilometers, 35 minutes from where I'm at now. Gonna hopefully get a guided tour. The basic tour is $15, which takes you into the power plant and stuff. The extended tour, which kind of goes into the dam, is $30. You can only buy those in person, so we'll have to see on that. You can get the basic tour online, but you don't even reserve a time slot, so I'm not exactly sure how that works. I guess we're gonna go down there tomorrow though and find out. I don't know if I'll be able to record video in the dam. We'll see. Hopefully I can bring you some of that though, so be sure to stick around. It'll all be the same video for you. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. We'll continue this experience tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning from the Lake Mead National Recreation Area. It is a beautiful morning, quite comfortable out, mid to lower 50s. Much nicer night than the last night you saw me spend on the Arizona BDR, where everything was covered in frost. Just gonna have some quick breakfast here, make some tea, pack up, head over towards the Hoover Dam. Tours don't start until 9, but we can get there a little early. The security opens at 5 a.m. Packing up here. If you saw my recent Arizona BDR video, you saw where I thought I had the perfect compromise pillow, the Climate Luxe inflatable hybrid pillow. And it turns out that didn't revolutionize my life. At the same time I bought this Climate Drift pillow, which is a shredded memory foam pillow. And I got both of them and I thought there's no way I'm gonna carry this around on my bike. It's huge. And in the last video, I said there's no way I'm gonna carry around a down pillow or whatever on my bike. Somehow I managed to stuff this in my pannier with the rest of my regular camping gear. And it's actually pretty decent. It's a little firm for my preferences, but it's not too bad. Definitely better than some alternatives I've tried. I'm not sure if it's perfect, but I'm gonna continue to try to use it. If you found the perfect pillow, let me know. All right, headed towards the Hoover Dam now. About 35 minutes or so over there from where I'm at the moment. It's just about 8 o'clock here. Should work out pretty well to get over there, get parked, and maybe just kind of try to get a tour arranged. Like to look around as well. Now if you do try to park there, the parking garage is $10, which seems kind of pricey to me. There is free parking on the Arizona side, which means crossing the dam, which would be pretty cool to do anyway. Of course, then you gotta walk back to the visitor center. You can see Lake Mead in front of us there. It almost looks like the highway is just gonna go right off into the water, but of course we're gonna curve to the right here and continue around the shoreline as we head down towards the Hoover Dam. It's definitely not anywhere near sunset time, but we can have a drive back down here at this sunset overlook. There's several of these pullouts and overlooks along the lake. This is the first one I saw that actually looked halfway decent from where I was at there. Yeah, Google Maps very insistent that I don't miss my turn. It's kind of pretty, you know. It's kind of pretty. I just don't think it's near as pretty as the Glen Canyon Recreation Area. Morning, how's it going?
Good. Any firearms?
Nope.
Any drones?
I do have one, but I obviously
so-
won't fly it.
Yeah, federal property, make sure it stays turned off and locked up at all times, all right?
Yep, absolutely.
Have a good day.
Thank you. So we made it to the Hoover Dam. Let's take a walk over there to the visitor center, back across the dam, see if we can't get some tickets for a tour. You can pay $10 to park in this lot, or you can park on that next level up that one flight of stairs where I parked for free. Crossing over one of the spillways here. Water hasn't flowed through here since 1983. Ronald Reagan was president then, and I wasn't even born yet. Construction of Hoover Dam began in 1931 and lasted a little over 5 years until March of 1936. Standing in front of the Arizona intake tower here. Now Arizona's on Mountain Time, Nevada is on Pacific Time, but right now it's the same time because Arizona does not observe daylight savings time. Stands 726 feet high, 1,244 feet long. At the base, it's 660 feet thick. And it impounds the Colorado River, forming Lake Mead with a total capacity of 28,537 acre feet. Of course, the water level varies, and it's not that full today, being only around 35 to 40% of capacity. So the main exhibit hall there is closed currently for renovations. That's all right. We just want to go on the dam tour. Yeah, the queue's backed up the stairs because you can't get in there till 9. Getting in the elevator, which takes us down 537 feet, 137 meters, or the equivalent of 54 stories. We'll walk through some construction tunnels into one of the original diversion tunnels, overlooking the penstock here, which is 30 feet in diameter or 9 meters, carries the flow of the Colorado River to the power generation turbines. You can see the generators here. The dam has a total capacity of 2,080 megawatts, which includes the Arizona side, and the two small 2.4 megawatt Pelton type generators used exclusively for dam operations. The big blue top generators you see here are 130 megawatts each. The Arizona side, which we obviously can't see, has some odd sized ones from back when individual turbines were dedicated to providing power to specific regions. Of course, since the decline in the levels of Lake Mead, power generation levels have been dropping. Since the year 2000, went from about 4.8 million megawatt hours to around 3.4 million megawatt hours today. Still enough energy to power over 300,000 average U.S. homes. Well, unfortunately, they weren't offering the dam tour today, just the basic tour of the power plant there. Informational and fun, but a little disappointing. Have to come back sometime for the full experience, I guess, but definitely worth it though. Pretty neat to see. Very interesting history. Yeah, I don't think I need a $16 cheeseburger and a $7 basket of fries, but might be nice to find a snack here before too long. Well, that was pretty cool. Well, too bad we couldn't get the extended dam tour, but gotta take what you can get. Going to take a short walk up here on the Mike O'Callaghan Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. That's a mouthful. The bridge actually wasn't completed until 2010. Up until that time, traffic actually passed over the top of the Hoover Dam. As you can imagine, in combination with the post-9/11 security concerns and the increased traffic, that needed to change. The end result was this bridge, which is a pretty neat place to walk up to and have a good look back at the Hoover Dam. Well, I think that's been about enough damn fun for the day. It's time to get out of here. That's probably going to pretty well wrap this up. I am going to head back along Lake Mead, so maybe I'll show you a little footage from there, depending on what materializes, but that's going to be the end of this little adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Shall we hit the Lakeview Overlook real quick? Oh yeah, it is actually a pretty decent view. Gonna head down here towards the Marina, Hemingway Harbor, I guess it's called. Just wanted to see what the restaurant was like. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry. It may not be the best option, I'm not sure, but it's the closest option. Well, I'd say we should be in the lake, if the lake was where it normally used to be. Well, lunch was alright, nothing special. Probably right off of a food service truck, I would imagine. Pretty much what I'd expected, though. Although the price, not really too bad, all things considered what stuff costs nowadays, and they kind of have a captive audience there to some extent.